bro, I was bad as hell. I think I was 5 years old. I was watching. Growing up in Detroit, I was starting to get into a lot of different things that I shouldn't have been doing.
How did you feel your father going to jail affected you?
And I literally had a job, bro. I think I was like 12 or 13. You basically going from a young kid to growing into an adult, and he wasn't there. The first time that I did something with credit was like in year 2002.
What was the stopping point?
At the end of 2019, I was dead broke. Called moms like, hey, I gotta come back home to the D. I done had to run from the police. It's been blood, sweat, and tears with this credit. People like, man, I'm making 50, 100 a month. They be like, we was having the $20,000, $30,000 days back then.
Hey guys, we realize a lot of you are coming to the page and enjoying the content, but we see a lot of you still aren't subscribed. And so if you could click that subscribe button, it'll help our channel grow and give you more episodes with a lot of amazing individuals. What's good, y'all? Back with another episode. Listen, season 4, we're going crazy. Absolute haymaker guest. And today's guest, man, this dude's a wild individual. I'm talking about every time I see him online, I'm like, bro, you gotta chill a little bit. But that just goes to testament because he's passionate. He knows what he's doing. And he talks that talk. Listen, we got Tony Rome, the only, one and only in the building.
Appreciate it, my guy. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it. You know, this the first one, man. So you know what I'm saying? You breaking me through on the podcast. So I appreciate it.
This the first one ever?
First one ever, bro.
Sheesh.
First one.
Hold on, this mic is way to the side. Let's do it. Yeah. I'm like looking at it and I see it like a little up to the side a little bit.
I mean, on one shot it looks like it's up to the side. Another shot is right there.
Yeah, there we go. Boom. Perfect. Perfect. But we want to, I can't see his face like that. Pause.
I got you. Better?
It's still kind of far from him. Let's do this. Let's push this back so that we can extend the arm. There we go.
Yeah, that look good. Yeah. That looks
Now we're
good.
chilling.
Okay.
And then pull this back out.
This one?
Yeah, like,
Oh.
yeah, there we go. Angle it. Yeah. There we go. Smooth.
Yeah, that look better.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
You know what I mean?
9.
Let's reset the timer. We're going to run it back.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Yo, season 4, episode Attractive Mindset. Story time. Absolute haymaker guest only. Listen, we have the one, the only. This man is a legend in the industry, and you probably don't even know who he is because he's that incognito. He's not looking for the fame of it. He's actually out there doing it, and he's doing exactly what he's talking about. And so we got the one, the only, Tony Rome in the building, man.
Hey, I appreciate it, my guy. I appreciate it. You know, like I was just telling you, this the first one, first podcast ever. So I appreciate you, my guy, for inviting me on. I appreciate it with gratitude, and let's get to it, bro.
Absolutely. So for those who don't know what you embody right now, because we're going to break this into 2 parts, part 1, part 2, just tell them a little bit about what you currently do.
Well, so what I currently do, man, is I'm in this old saturated ass credit space. You know what I'm saying? So I do credit repair and I do business funding. So that's what people mostly want to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. So now we're going to take it way back because oftentimes people look at our social media, our stories, and they see the version of us now.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, they got money. Oh, he's just another influencer. Oh, he's just this, he's just that. But
Yeah.
we didn't start there.
Not at all.
And that's what we have to tell people, like, yo, these are real people with real lives, real stories, and they had to go through things, grow through things, and become a different version of themselves. So let's take it way back. Where you from originally?
I'm from Detroit, man. You know what I'm saying? From the Dirty D. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Go through the struggles, you know, just like everybody else. You know, 1-parent household. You know, my dad came from the streets. My mom was in the streets. So that's why I kind of got a little bit of the aggressiveness that I got when I be talking the shit that I be talking. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, them the roots, man. So that's where everything started from, man. Straight from the D. You know what I mean?
So Detroit is definitely one of them cities. That's where what's the movie or the TV series BMF?
Yeah.
They in Detroit.
Yeah.
And
Big
so
meat.
that whole
T.
yeah.
Absolutely.
That whole thing going on. So it's really like that out there?
Oh, it's really like that. It's really like that, man. The city done got a lot better, a lot of love, a lot of growth, and came through over the last 5-10 years. But it still go down around that motherfucker for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tony Rome here, man. You need to tap in with me, whether you want to get your credit fixed or whether you need access to some business funding. I'm definitely your guy, real credit guy. Let's get it, bro.
And so, growing up single parent household, what's life like for you as, little Tony?
Man, Lil Tony. Man, what can I say? Lil Tony, I was bad as hell. You know what I'm saying?
No siblings?
Yeah, I do got siblings.
Okay.
So I got 3 sisters and I got a brother.
Okay.
So I was the youngest up until I had a little sister. Well, she came when I was about 8. You know what I'm saying? But up until that, I was the youngest. So my older brother, I got older cousins. So I was real advanced. I mean, at 5 years old, I was doing shit that I probably shouldn't have been doing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Okay. And so now, when you say single parent household, is that on the mom side, dad side?
Well, that's on the mom side, just like majority of us, So my pops, he was always in my life, you know what I'm saying? He was always ripping and running in the street. He sold drugs. He did all of that type of stuff. So he was always there, but he wasn't present in the household as much as we would like our fathers to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so, it's crazy that you say that because especially you Caribbean?
Nah, I'm not.
Okay.
People think I am, though.
Yeah. You get a vibe a little bit, but, me having a Caribbean background, like I tell them like, yo, I was raised by my mom's, but my dad was there, but he wasn't there. Like, I knew exactly where to go find him.
Facts.
I knew where, to go meet him at, but he was never like, he wasn't showing up for shit. He wasn't doing anything like that. It was just like, all right, he kind of over there. I'm over here,
You know what I would say? It was a little different for me, man. So my pops, man, he was always there to raise me. So every Sunday he came and got me and my sisters and brothers every Sunday. And, we went to church. And after church, he's like, hey, like, what y'all want to do? Y'all want to go here? Y'all want to do this or whatever? We did that religiously for probably like the first 10 years of my life. You know what I'm saying? So my dad was big on love and affection. You know what I'm saying? When it was time for us to leave, my brothers and sisters, all us, we got to hug each other, tell each other we love each other. You know what I'm saying? And every week we all got allowance. You know what I'm saying? So as a little nigga, I done always had some money. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro. I love my pops. He's still around now, still the same dude. He didn't just gave his life to God, but he always been into the scriptures, always been a man of God. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
And I seen you 7-day Adventist?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay, because I seen you say something about the Sabbath the other day online.
Yeah.
And I was talking to David Shands about it actually, and he's a 7-day Adventist. That's how I grew up too.
Okay.
Going to church on Saturday and is real strict, but it paves the way for you to become the best version of yourself, but still also,
absolutely,
we live the lives we live, and so we're also unfiltered. And so it's a crazy mix, but it's a very solid base mix. And I know that people that really have their roots, deep in scripture and deep in, growing up that type of way, like, I won't say you can't do no wrong, but it's very hard for you to be a scumbag.
Yeah. Like, man, I'm a true believer and a follower of Christ. You know what I'm saying? So keeping the Sabbath is, it's in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So I recommend everybody, if you're a believer and a follower of Christ, man, you know what I'm saying? We gotta keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. He said, if you love me, you gonna keep my laws. So, keeping the Sabbath is something serious. It'd be a little difficult sometimes just because I'm traveling.
Yeah.
I'm moving around, doing a lot. So, I'll be having to buy enough food before Friday to last me to sundown to Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So I keep it, man. I keep it. I definitely do, man. So I'm definitely a high believer in the Most High, man. Can't do it without him.
Absolutely can't. Okay, so with you being the youngest of the siblings until your younger sister came, what are you watching your older brothers and sisters and everybody doing that really start to shape you?
So man, as far as the boys, like my family, we got as far as the generation that I come from, it was all boys and we had like one girl. So, you know what I'm saying? I was watching them. I was doing the shit that they was doing. You know what I'm saying? If they outside, I think, bro, when I was like 5 years old, I had a knife and I'm skinning, you know, you get the knife and you skinning branches off the trees and all of that type of shit.
I don't know that. I'm from New York and we ain't did that.
Yeah, bro. We used to be doing all type of shit, man. I mean, nigga knocking or however the hell you say the word.
Yeah, we definitely did that.
You know what I'm saying? All type of shit. I mean, like, bro, I think I was 5 years old. I was watching porn.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. That shit made me in life a lot more overly sexualized than I should be. But that was just from what I was seeing, what I was growing up around. You know what I mean? So, yeah, bro. I mean, I was exposed to a lot. And I say that because I was bad as hell. I think, bro, I went to kindergarten, right? And kindergarten, my grandmother, she was one of the teachers. So, you know, everything was like in-house for me or whatnot. So, man, I think one time for show and tell, bro, I brung the knife. I brung the switchblade.
Oh, man.
Bro, I was a terrorist, bro. Like, damn, real shit, bro.
What they say when you pull it out?
So, you know, all of the kids, we sitting around in a circle. So they pulling their toys out. They pulling their things. So it got around to me. I pull my switchblade out. I don't even know what the fuck really happened, but I know my grandmama snatched me up, and yeah, my daddy got in my ass about that. No diddy, you know what I'm saying? So it was like going to preschool, bro. I was so bad that, you know, that they would make me like hold books. So when I got in trouble, I would have to stand up and I got to hold books for 20 or 30 minutes, fucking arms burning, all type of shit, man. So yeah, I was a menace, bro.
Okay, damn. And so now, you know, transitioning towards like middle school, early teens, you know, if you're already like that at, you know, 5, 8 years old, you as a teenager, you know, what do you start to get into?
Man, so what's crazy is like I say, I was real advanced, so I was outside. You know what I'm saying? I did the regular everyday shit, pull up with your friends, go to the park. I mean, I think, bro, at the age of 10, I rolled my first joint and I was smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's not cool. I'm not like harping on that. That ain't no good thing. But it was just the environment that I was around. You know, you know, on the weekends when your family get together, they having the parties. You seeing people drinking and smoking. So as a kid, you like, damn, like what's that funny? What's that funny little smell I keep smelling? I was over their house and I smelled that smell. Then I came over, like, what's that? You know what I'm saying? So as growing up, I was curious and I wanted to see what they was doing, what they was smoking. So yeah, man, that was some things that we was like indulging in. And then outside of that, my family, we had a chain of restaurants, right? It was called Detroit Shrimp and Fish. So we was like one of the first pioneers of the shrimp and fish, chicken game and all of that, like in the city of Detroit. So I mean, I literally had a job, bro. I think I was like 12 or 13. So I'm literally working, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, it was cool. It was a good thing, but it was a bad thing as well. And I say that because I wanted to play sports. I wanted to play basketball. I wanted to play football. But the reason why I had to get a job is because my dad went to prison. So in 2003, my dad got sentenced to 5 years in prison. Sheesh. You know what I mean? So at that time, I had just got a cell phone, right? I had my Sprint flip phone and all of that. So my mama like, well, shit, if you want to keep this phone, you're going to have to pay that bill. Yeah. At that time, I'm keeping my phone. So I'm like, all right, I gotta call cuz. I got to call uncle and them. I got to get some work. You know what I'm saying? So I started working in the family business. And that kind of what started a lot of the entrepreneurship that's in me. You know what I mean? Gotcha. So, yeah, man.
Okay. And so, you know, how did you feel your father going to jail affected you?
Oh, man, it affected me a lot. And the reason why I say that is because he went to jail at a pivotal time in my life. I mean, from 13 to 18, I missed my dad. He wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? So just learning different things about life. He wasn't there. Dealing with women. You know what I'm saying? We talking about, you know, starting to have sex and, you know, moving, doing different things. So it was real hard, man. I needed my pops around. You know what I'm saying? So he was there still to call and we had letters and all of that. But it's like you basically going from a young kid to growing into an adult, and he wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't there for graduation. He wasn't there for prom and different things like that. So it affected me a lot, and it definitely affected our relationship to where we are now. You know what I mean? Because like my pops, he got out of jail. I'm driving. I got a car. I got my own money. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pick him up and do different things like that. So it kind of hindered our relationship to where we at now because I was already doing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's that we still got a good relationship, but it ain't as tight knit, I think,
Yeah.
as it would have been as if he was around during those times. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So yeah, man, it definitely it affected a lot, man. I say, you know, for people that got kids or, you know, got children, man, it's important for the fathers to be in the home. You know what I'm saying? That shit
Absolutely.
is real important, bro. It definitely is. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro, it had a negative effect on me because, you know, going through them stages, I ain't had nobody to really turn to. Like, hey, pops, what do I do about this? So I'm dealing with this female. I got something going on in school. Like, how do I handle that? It's all women. I grew up around all women. My mom, my aunties, and all of that type of shit. So
What about your older brothers? How old is the oldest?
so my older brother, I only got one brother, and he 5 years
okay.
older than me. You know what I'm saying? So he was actually there to kind of shift and move a lot of things in my life because he was older than me. So like I said, when I got the job working for my family, he was already working there. So it wasn't
Gotcha.
nothing. Hey bro, I need to get in there, holler at cuz, whatever, get me a job. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely followed in my brother's footsteps. He definitely has been kind of more so like a mentor, you know what I'm saying? Because I was heavy in the restaurant industry.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I started in restaurants, and as my brother pivoted, as he pivoted and he moved and went from different restaurants, that's how I was able to move. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, bro, going there. All right, they paying good. Okay, I'm a good worker. Slide me right on in. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I love my big bro. So now things a little differently now. It's kind of like I'm like the big brother financially. You know what I mean? But he's still, I mean, he's bigger than me. Like, not just a big brother. Like, you whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
okay.
bro.
Nah, that's dope. So, you know, with you going through that kind of pivot in life where, you know, dad who was present every Sunday, teaching you morals, you know, for you to have 13 through 18, you know, do you feel like that not just affected you on like a learning level, but did it affect your behavior?
Absolutely. Because my daddy didn't play around. You know, my daddy had me a little shook a little bit. I was scared to do certain things. So now that I got him gone, it's like, shit, it's up. It's up for free game. I can kind of do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I know my daddy ain't there. So now I'm smoking weed more. I'm doing a lot more things that I shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah.
And so I say that because I was very advanced. Like, I bought my first car at 14.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So I was already driving at 14. I drove to driver's ed. So I got a job. I got a car. Motherfucker, I'm grown. I do whatever the fuck I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I kind of needed a little more of a restriction there to know, like, all right, well, if I do this, I'm gonna get in trouble because I know Pops is around and shit like that. So I think if he was around, I probably wouldn't have been as advanced.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. So I learned a lot from it, and I'm glad that I had the experiences that I had. But yeah, I probably wouldn't have had no car if my Pops was around. Nah, I don't think so. You know what I mean?
So now talk to me about like Detroit at that age as well, because the household is one thing.
Yeah.
But we also have to understand the environment too. So what is the environment around you while all this is going on at home?
You know, so growing up in Detroit, man, it's a rough city. You know what I'm saying? So I was starting to get into a lot of different things that I shouldn't have been doing. You know what I'm saying? So now, like I said, I had a car. You know, I'm working a job. So now I'm very influenced on doing shit in the streets. So now, you know what I'm saying, I'm copping ounces. You know what I'm saying? I'm breaking down. I'm starting to hustle. So what separated me a little bit is I had the best of both worlds, right? So I say that's because I was living in the city, but I went to school in the suburbs, right?
Okay.
So I went to school. It's called Southfield Lathrop. So this wasn't like the white kids. This like high school is these black kids, but we still in the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm copping my ounces. You know what I mean? And I'm going to school. I'm going to school, right? So I was already up on game. So I got my weed in the hot Cheeto bag. So, you know, security walking around and all of that. So I'm doing my handoff. So I got the weed in my hand. So motherfucker approach me. You know, security don't know. They just think I got hot Cheetos. I got the weed in there. So now I'm able to make my transactions hand to hand with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And everybody in school, they already knew me. They either knew me like, oh, that's crazy Tony. Oh, that's Tony with the old school. I had an 87 Buick Regal. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. But, you know, growing up, I stayed away from a lot of shit that like get me in heavy trouble. Like I wasn't growing up, I wasn't fucking around with no gunplay. I wasn't kicking in no doors or breaking in no cars or stealing no shit like that. Nah, I wasn't on that. But a lot of people that around me around that time, that's what they was on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
I can't even say that about that. I mean, hey.
So I was always hustling. I was getting money, but I had a job.
Yeah.
So I go work my job. I'm getting, bro, at the time, I think I'm making $120 a week. So I'm already knowing I'm about to double up. All right, I'm about to buy me an ounce. Okay, I think at that time, bro, I was doing like 2 for $25s or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doubling up my money. Yeah, but the thing, what kept me safe is shit. During school, I'm at school. Like, I ain't skip school or do none of that crazy shit. I stayed in school the whole fucking time. And then after that, I got a couple hours. At 5 o'clock, I got to be to work. So that saved me from actually being out in the streets all day trying to do that type of shit. And shit, I love that for me, bro. You know what I mean?
Facts. Hey, that's one of those stories because you know, usually when you hear stories of people paired with that kind of environment, that kind of access to life on that level, it's not often paired with a job. Yep. You know, and you having that job structure from family at that, you know, being able to keep stability, like, I can only imagine how that saved you in so many different ways.
Yeah, bro. And shit, my mama, she wasn't bullshitting. Hell no, I better not be out in the street fucking around on that shit.
You had to be back before like the street lights turned on.
Bro, not really. But if I came home too late, all right, she was gonna get on the nigga ass. But you know, I kind of knew what leniency to have. Okay. And that's why I say like my pops wasn't around, so I had a lot of leniency. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, growing up, bro, my parents, you know, they taught me, okay, yeah, you go to school, get an education and all of that. But I didn't have nobody on my ass like, all right, you come home from school. Okay, where your homework at? What you doing? What your grades look like? So my grades was kind of like subpar.
All over the place. Yeah,
they didn't really give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. So if I got bad grades, it was like, all right, well, shit, my mama put me on punishment. The next day I'm outside.
Okay.
That's you know what I'm saying?
And so now, you know, transitioning towards high school, more so getting out of high school, just like you said, because you already been working for XYZ. Did you go to college? Did you plan to go to college? Did you just say, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna just take this route of life? Like, what's your thoughts?
You know, early on in high school, I already knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I already knew that I wanted to do something in business. I wanted to get some money. So I already knew early on. I had told my moms, like, I'm not going to college. Like, that's just not for me. You know what I'm saying? I told my mom, I'm like, yeah, by the time I'm 25, I'm gonna have $1 million. Obviously, I didn't have $1 million by the age I was at the age of 25. But nah, man, I ain't go to college. I already knew that shit was gonna be a waste of time for me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, after high school, that's when things started being a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So I tell people a lot of times I'm in the credit industry, but I started off with fraud. You know what I'm saying? I did fraud, you know, so coming up during those days, I got older cousins, I got older brothers or whatnot. So I'm seeing what the hell is going on, and I'm seeing it and I'm understanding it a little bit. And I'm like, all right, well, shit, you know, niggas get money like that. You say you can make $1,500, $2,000, and we talking about, you know, 08, 09, you know, 07, around them days, $1,000 was a lot. You know what I'm saying? So started playing around with that type of shit. But again, I was still working a job. You know what I'm saying? So around that time, I had got out of high school. I mean, I graduated in 2008. So I was still heavy in the restaurant industry. So I left the mom and pop from the family. Then I followed everywhere that my brother went. So that ended up landing me at a job at Five Guys Burgers and Fries. So me and my brother literally opened like the first 10 to 15 Five Guys Burgers and Fries in the state of Michigan. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still working, but I'm playing off with the fraud. I'm still, you know what I'm saying? I'm playing both sides, you know what I'm saying? And that's what really led me to this whole credit shit. So when I be seeing people online and they saying credit this and doing this, I be like, man, y'all niggas wasn't outside when we was really fucking with this credit shit. You know what I mean?
What year was that?
Man, so, all right, so I'm going to take it back a little bit. I believe the first time that I did something with credit was like in year 2002.
Sheesh, y'all hear that? 2002.
Yeah, bro, I was 12 years old. So I had an older cousin, and he was already playing around with credit card numbers and different things like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what we was doing. You know what I mean? And how I kind of picked up on that is at that time we was living in an apartment, right? So I got these numbers and all of that, you know. So at that time eBay is cracking. You know what I'm saying?
eBay was on a different level.
Come on now. So now peep, we're on the third floor, but now it's a unit up under us that's empty, but the door is unlocked. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna send that thing downstairs. So I'm gonna wait for I hear the truck outside, the UPS man. I'm gonna just go downstairs when they knock on the door. I'm gonna just open the door and get the package. Playing around, little shit, ordering hats, little PS2 games, and you know what I mean, just little shit like that. You know what I mean?
Testing the waters.
Yeah, testing the water. So now we fast forward. Now we talking like year 07, 08, 09. Now it's kind of getting a little more serious, and the paper is actually rolling in. You know what I'm saying, from the credit cards and all that different type of shit. So yeah, bro, that's how I got introduced to the whole credit industry. And it ain't a good thing. I ain't harping on it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool that everybody got the knowledge and they doing what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Always a good thing. But it'd be like, I learned the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Like I got felonies and all type of shit. I done had to run from the police. I done had, bro, I mean, it's been blood, sweat, and tears with this credit shit. So it'd be like when I see what's going on nowadays, and it's cool, but it'd be like, you know, people like, man, I'm making 50, 100 a month. It'd be like, shit, nigga, we was having $20,000, $30,000 days back then. You know what I mean? So
you did get in trouble for it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And so walk us through, and this is why we have these kind of story times, because I want people to understand, like, you know, being this version of yourself versus the version that you are now, because a lot of people don't understand the transition that has to happen.
Yeah.
You know, when you grow up a certain way where you only know pretty much one kind of route of things, like becoming a different version of yourself, especially when it comes to money, because again, you know, I did a lot of things back in the day too. I didn't do that, but I was more. I got expelled from high school for fighting. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to get my emancipation shit, and you know, moms left me in New York, moved to Atlanta. You know, got out on my own early and just fighting the world, doing a lot of things by myself, dolo, and it led to me just running in shit and you know, getting licks in the mall, and you know, had the old school hammer where you had to put the rubber band on the back of the stick. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no safety, you know what I mean? Like, you know, old school stuff like that. And sometimes when you see people nowadays and you hear them talk a certain way, you see them talk about things a certain type of way, you'll be like, man, if only you knew. Man. You know, I'm saved but not soft.
Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. I'm saved, but not soft. Yeah, I gotta use that. I gotta use that, bro. That was a good one. I ain't heard that one yet.
Ultimately. So now I want to go through like where it started to get heavy for you in that kind of industry and how it started to spiral down. You know, let's start with the highs. Like, you know, you starting to have your first $1,000 day, then a 5,000, then 20, then 30, then, you know, all of that.
Yeah, man. So pretty much like when it comes to it, it's basically like I say, it's like R&D, it's research and development. You know what I'm saying? You start playing around with one thing, you try to see if that method worked. Okay, you might have spent a couple dollars. Okay, you might have lost, it didn't work, and then you get something, then it pop back. So over time, gradually, you know, you just start learning these things and then having different relationships with other people that's got some other sauce and other methods, and you know what I'm saying? So I would say, man, it started off slow. You know what I'm saying? It started off with making $1,000, $2,000 a day. Then it started going up gradually. So as it started growing up gradually, I was in the field. So I was literally doing these things. So as things started scaling more, I started kind of more so being like a CEO of the shit that I was doing. So now I got other people up under me. So, you know, just for perfect example, you might got 5 people that's working for you. Well, shit, if them 5 people can bring me $1,500 a day, okay, all right, this shit clicking. You know what I'm saying? So you get to looking up shit. Okay, that's that. Okay, now I'm doing 10, 20 a week, and then 10, 20 a week started going to motherfucking 20 and 30,000 a day.
And this is 2008, 2009.
Well, no, I ain't gonna say around that time. Okay. So around that time, no, it wasn't popping as heavy. We was still learning.
Okay.
We was still learning. So that during them days, that was like the R&D days.
Got
you know what I'm saying?
So what years were like those gold years?
Ooh, man, the gold years, 09, 010, 11, 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, like
had a run.
crazy run.
Had a run.
But I would say it wasn't always good. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of it landed me in jail. You know what I'm saying? And other people was going to jail. So it'd be like, once you take them losses, now I gotta pay $5,000 and $10,000 to get this person out of jail. I gotta pay, like, I'm a loyal nigga. So you working for me, I feel obligated to pay for all of your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, shit was definitely crazy. Definitely was working, and you know, I started meeting different females, and females started plugging me in with different shit. So I would say like the 2017, 2016, 18, that's when shit really was like, oh, this shit is up. I mean, that's when the 20 and 30, 40, $50,000 days was happening, because I'm getting plugged in. And, you know, during them days, we was fucking with the phones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting plugged in with a shorty. Her uncle, he hit me off because he working in direct with the phone companies, like he in the headquarters. So I hit him with some shit. Next day, I'm talking about 20, 30 phones is dropping.
Sheesh.
And we doing this every day. Some of it, everything didn't hit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, life was good. You know what I mean? Definitely.
So, you know, as you know, how old were you in like 16?
16, that was 2006.
No, I mean like 2016.
In 2016, I'm 26.
Okay, so 26 years old, having 20, 30, 50K days. What are you spending your money on?
Oh, I'm blowing that shit. We at the strip clubs. We down in Miami, nigga. We buying Louis. We buying Gucci. We doing whatever the fuck it is that we want. We in high lavish hotels. Bro, it don't matter. We booking flights. We fucking the money up. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like during them days, fuck it, nigga, spend that shit. We gonna get it right back tomorrow. Hell yeah, nigga. We down at KOD, King of Diamonds down here in Miami. We fucking it up. Literally. I mean, going in that bitch looking like superstars. Bro, I remember one time, bro, I think I was in that bitch, and this was probably, I think, in 2000 and, this might have been like 2011, 2010, right? I was standing at the W Hotel. So I'm standing outside. I see Gucci Mane. Right? He outside, he got his crew, his entourage, they smoking or whatever, whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm like, damn, what's happening, Gucci? Like, shit, bro, I wanna get a flick with you. He like, nah, big dog, I'm chilling right now. So man, I took offense to that shit. I ain't know he was going to fucking KOD.
Yeah.
So he in that bitch and I'm in that bitch. Oh, hell yeah. I'm throwing all type of money. I'm throwing money all in his section. He see me over there. He's like, damn, that's that nigga. He started throwing money in my section. Like, just really going crazy, having rain showers in that motherfucker.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
crazy.
Yeah, bro.
He fucked with you after that?
Well, I ain't seen him after that. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of, it was almost like he seen me like, little nigga, he got to throwing money over there. I'm like, hold on, nigga, we having money too. What the fuck, nigga? So we got to throwing money over there in his motherfucking section. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like no bad blood or no shit like that.
Got
But
you.
yeah, I kind of took it a little offensive. I'm like,
Nah,
damn,
hey,
nigga, I can't get a
like
picture
that.
with you.
Facts.
Like, damn, like, you know what I mean? But it's all good.
That's why they do say sometimes, you know, don't meet your hero.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because you meet people sometimes that you fuck with, or yo, this dude dope, and they don't really be as what you thought they were.
Yeah.
I don't mean they grimy, but you know,
Facts.
it's like, damn, you know, I had this perception of you, and you're not that.
Yeah.
You know? But so, you know, with you making all this money, doing all this at this age, you know, I've seen on your stories, like you meet a lot of people, like, you know, the creator of FUBU and, you know, a lot of these other celebrity type figures, like, because you're making this money, you started to run into them in these places, or how do you start making these connections?
No, so recently I started making all of those connections once I, you know, basically, like when COVID came, that's when all of the information and all of that started to get out there, you know what I'm saying? So as I started getting my credit up and I actually started making more money, now I got access to be in these type of places, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You know, you got fucking a platinum Amex card, now you chilling in the lounges and you know what I'm saying? I'm staying at high-end hotels, the Ritz-Carlton, St. Regis, the Four Seasons. So now I'm able to mix and mingle with a lot of these different people. And on top of that, I made a lot of good relationships on Clubhouse. You remember Clubhouse, the app? Yeah, that's how I learned a lot of shit.
I never really caught that wave.
Bro, I caught that whole wave. And I'm still on Club. I was literally just on Clubhouse when I walked in here.
And
like,
it's still booming?
Yeah, I would say it ain't booming like how it was back then, but we still hold a room in the Mortgage Syndicate every Friday. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I was introduced to my mentors. And that's how I learned the credit game the way that I really learned it. You know what I'm saying? So it was like coming from fraud. we didn't give a fuck. We didn't think about no credit repair. I didn't need credit repair. We got hundreds and thousands of profile. Okay, I'd get this one, dump another one, get another one, just keep re-rocking it. We didn't need none of that. You know what I'm saying? So Clubhouse was a blessing, bro. That's how I really learned a lot of shit. And that's how I met, you know what I'm saying, my mentors. And they shaped me to actually understand the real credit game, like the real laws, not like the fucking 15 USC, not all of that, like the real shit that's going on with the banks, how they operating, how they really doing fraud, how they really taking advantage of us. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I be like, yeah, everybody talking about credit and all of that. And I ain't gonna just say I'm special, I'm the smartest guy and I know everything. But it's like my mentors really taught me that back end shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, that's kind of how I operated. And that's why I'm so aggressive with the credit shit, because it was like I came from doing it illegally. Now that I'm doing it legally, I'm still living the same lifestyle that I was living and I'm still doing the same shit. And everything just legal. So it's like this shit up. We paying the bank back. You know what I mean? So
nah, that's dope. So, you know, just to even close out that version of the story time, you know, what really got you like jammed up to where you did, you know, serve time? And after you serving time, what goes through your mind and changes life for you to be like, yeah, I can't do this no more?
So I was getting jammed up because at the point in time, I was out in the field. And I was the one that was going around into these stores, popping, doing the shit that I was doing. You know what I mean? So one particular time, I think I was, I was out in Cali. And I'm in one of the phone stores trying to get some phones. So they wouldn't letting me get what I was trying to get. You know what I mean? And they started, I guess, like they was like they got like their own back end software to where each store can like message each other through whatever type of messaging system they was doing. So I guess they started notifying all of the other stores like, hey, look out for this. You wearing this, do. So I left one store, right? Then I went like 30 minutes to another store. But I guess leaving that store, I parked a little too close to the store and they caught the car. They probably caught the license plate. So I'm driving 30 minutes out. I'm on the freeway. Whoop, whoop. I mean, I'm in a fucking brand new, I'm in a rental car. It's like this is like 2016, 2017. I'm in a Buick. Police pulled me over. He like, oh, I'm like, damn, officer, what's going on? Like, why you stop me? He like, oh, I noticed that your tail light is out. My tail light? All right, I already know.
Some shit is up.
Yeah. So, take me out the car, whatever. He want to search me. Search me once. Couldn't find nothing. Search me again. Couldn't find nothing. So now at this point, he pissed. He like, man, I done got this call. I know you got something. Like, what's going on? But at this time, I wasn't able to get nothing from the store, so I wasn't caught red-handedly. I ain't had no work with me and nothing like that. So he like, all right, well, who is this person? The person that I was impersonating. That I was. I don't know who that is. He like, so you sure? He pulls out his phone. He shows me a picture of me in the store. So I guess the manager then already took a picture. So at that point, I'm like, oh shit, okay, he knows something. He ain't just like, shit. Search me again. End up finding the shit. After that point, he got me. That was one situation. Man, I had another situation, here in Florida. Man, when you doing this shit, man, these workers, they be having a hunch. Oh, he doing this. These motherfuckers act like it be they phone.
No, I was about to say that. They got that hero mentality.
Come on, man. The fucking hero mentality, bro. I think I go into a motherfucking store. At this time, I'm doing business credit. I done leveled up. So I'm on the business shit. I go in there. I'm looking around, playing shit off. I grab one of the iPads, trying to act like a regular fucking person or whatever. The shit go up. Dee. I'm like, all right, like, cool. Little do I know, this motherfucker done called the police on me.
Damn.
So obviously I ain't know that. So now they trying to get me to go through the whole transaction because they trying to keep me in the store because they waiting for the motherfucking police to come. So I'm like, damn, like, what's taking so long? Like, nah, something ain't right, man. Something taking way too long for this bitch to come back with these motherfucking phones. Bitch, I only need 2 or 3 of these motherfuckers. All you gotta do is go to the safe and pop back, bitch. The safe only take 5 minutes for the code to for it to reload so they can open up the safe. Yeah. So I go to the front of the store. I'm like, man, what's going on? Like, I'm trying to see if the police anywhere. Everything's still cool. I'm waiting for Shorty to come back with the phones. I go look up again. Now I see the manager over there. This nigga talking to motherfucking Lee County Sheriff. I'm like, all right, this is my time. I'm out. So nigga, I book. I'm running like a motherfucker. I'm jumping over tables. I jumped over lady table and Starbucks and shit. So I'm running. Now these motherfuckers on me. I'm running, and they fucking they guarded me in. You know what I'm saying? It's like 3 or 4 of them as I'm running. I'm like, all right, fuck, like y'all got me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to continue to try to run. That was one situation, and shit, man, I'd had a couple situations. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Damn.
Guys, Victor Mesman here from the Mesman Dover Law Firm. Obviously, I hate, to say it, but if you ever need us, right, hopefully you don't, right? If you've been in an accident, slip and fall, medical malpractice, we're here to serve you guys. Been in the community for quite some time. You guys know who we are. You know what we do. You know how we move. The number is 866-954-MORE. That's 866-954-6673. You can find us on Instagram, youraccidentattorneys.com, on the website. We're very accessible. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on TikTok. We're everywhere. And like Rich said, can't miss us. The Mesman Dover Law Firm. Victor Mesman. Love, peace, respect.
And so what was the stopping point for you to be like, yo, I'ma really like just leave this all behind? Because that's not an easy thing to leave behind.
Yeah. So I think this was probably like the end of 2019, right? Shit just got slow. With nothing hitting, with nothing cracking. I'm running out of money. I'm damn near going broke. I'm like, all right, fuck it. End of 2019, I was dead broke. I packed everything up out my apartment. Shit, before that, I had called moms like, hey, I got to come back home to the D. Because at the time, I was staying in Sarasota. So she like, all right. I'm like, shit, we need to go ahead. It's time for us to buy a house because I'm coming back home. So at that point, I moved back to the D, right? I moved back. Now, I'm staying with my auntie. It's me and my mama in the same bedroom in one of my auntie's room. I'm sleeping in the bed with my mom. No Diddy or no shit like that. But I'm like, fuck, I'm broke. I'm on my ass. Like, my mom getting up, going to work. I'm sitting here being lazy, trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm like, damn, do I want to work a job? Am I still going to do this other shit? So at that point, bro, it was like, all right, fuck it. I'm done. I'm about to restart my life. So now at this time, my big brother, he was a district manager at Tropical Smoothie. I'm like, bro, like, get me in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had to restart over, making $12, $13 an hour. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, I did that for a couple months, right? So I did that, then I quit, right? I quit, and then during this time, shit back, this like 2020, right? So now during that time, shit back up, the COVID and all of that.
Yeah.
Shit back up. So I had to get back in it, work a couple moves, got back up a little bit. I'm like, all right, cool. That's the last of it. That's cool. That's it. And then later that year, that's when I came into Clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? I came into Clubhouse and I found all of this information with all of this credit shit. And mind you, I'm still broke again. I'm still going through the ups and the downs because I'm trying to be legal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So money right back fucked up. I think, this 2021. I'm still fucking broke. But I'm getting all of this information on Clubhouse about how to utilize the credit. I already got a whole lot of credit sauce. So I'm like, damn, we was out here doing this like that. Nigga, we could have been doing this. We was out fucking with these phones. Nigga, we could have really been in these banks. The banks was a lot more lenient for you to go and get $50,000 or $100,000 now that I got this knowledge than these motherfuckers Captain Save-A-Hole and these goddamn phone stores fighting over these motherfucking phones. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right. Now I done had to fix my credit, right? Man, I found a nigga on Clubhouse, bro. This nigga was an apostle in Atlanta. He sent me his ebook because I'm in the rooms on Clubhouse or whatever. So he sent me his free ebook on business credit. So I'm like, all right, this motherfucker, he do credit repair. So I'm like, damn, bro, then he done hit me off. He was an older gentleman. I'm like, damn, he done hit me off with this free ebook. This probably the guy that I need to go with to fix my credit.
Yeah.
Paid the nigga like $500, $1,000, bro. Didn't do shit for me, bro. Didn't fix my credit, bro. You know, I already knew it was gonna take some time, so I just chilled, let him do his thing. After like 3 or 4 months, I hit him like, damn, bro, like what's going on? I don't see no change on my credit. He's like, oh man, we still working, da. But I'm seeing this motherfucker over in Jamaica, this motherfucker taking vacations, all of that. I'm like, damn, is he really working on my credit? Like, what the fuck is going on? I hit him again, probably 2 months after I had hit him. So now we like in month 6. Oh, his mama died. Damn. Then his brother died. I don't know if any of this shit was real. So, bro, after like 8 or 9 months of that, I'm like, man, fuck this. I start ordering these motherfucking consumer law books, and now I'm taking heed to the information. So now I done fix my own credit, right? Now I done fix my own credit, but again, at this time, I'm still fucking broke. I'm like, bro, all right, I done fixed my credit. Now how the fuck am I gonna leverage it? I gotta make some money to be able to get these credit cards to pay the banks back. I'm like, all right, cool. I call my pops. My dad, he an entrepreneur. He got his own business. So he do like demolition, he do demos and shit. He do clean outs and all of that. So he was already working in the real estate, you know what I'm saying? Just doing those jobs. I call my pops. I'm like, man, I need to, you know what I'm saying? I need to come to work. Bro, I'm doing the bullshit of the bullshit. I mean, I'm going to houses. I'm cleaning up fucking rat shit and dog shit,
damn.
dead dogs, trash, all type of shit, bro. Did not want to do that type of shit at all. But I went through it. So I started working for my pops. I'm like, all right, boom, I got enough money. I'm going to start getting these motherfucking secure credit cards. Now I got a way to fucking pay these credit cards off every month to, you know what I'm saying, get the motion going. And pretty much, bro, that's what then led me to this point. So at this point, I ain't doing nothing illegal. I don't need to, because now I got the knowledge and I know, give me some time, I'm going to be up off this credit shit. All I need is some fucking time, man. I'm here now, bro.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to end part 1.
Yeah.
Listen, that is the come up story to the man that you see today. So if you like part 1, make sure you like, share, subscribe with a friend, and make sure you tap in for part 2, where now we get to hear some of the real gems from the real business side, because trust me, he already dropped a platinum Amex. Listen, that takes a whole level in itself. And so make sure you tap in for part 2 and see you there.